Australia, often perceived as a safe haven, faced a wave of shocking crimes in 2021. From brutal murders to sophisticated cyber attacks, the nation grappled with a surge in criminal activity. These incidents left communities reeling, demanding justice and accountability. The year 2021 served as a stark reminder that even in seemingly peaceful societies, darkness can lurk beneath the surface. The rise in crime rates sparked widespread concern and debate. Experts pointed to various contributing factors, including the socio-economic impact of the ongoing pandemic. The restrictions and uncertainties brought about by COVID-19 created fertile ground for criminal elements to exploit vulnerabilities. Moreover, the evolving nature of crime, particularly in the digital realm, posed significant challenges for law enforcement agencies. Cybercrime, in its various forms, became increasingly sophisticated, targeting individuals, businesses, and government institutions. The anonymity and borderless nature of the internet provided criminals with new avenues to operate and evade detection. As Australians navigated the complexities of a post-pandemic world, the issue of crime took centre stage. The need for effective law enforcement, judicial reforms, and community-driven initiatives became increasingly apparent. The year 2021 underscored the importance of a multi-pronged approach to address the root causes of crime and ensure the safety and security of all citizens. The year 2021 witnessed several high-profile homicide cases that shook Australia to its core. These tragic incidents not only claimed innocent lives, but also exposed the vulnerabilities within our society.
One of the most shocking cases involved the murder of Celeste Mano, a pregnant woman brutally killed in her own home. The incident sparked outrage and grief across the nation, highlighting the horrifying reality of domestic violence.
Another disturbing case was the disappearance and subsequent discovery of 4-year-old Cleo Smith. The young girl's abduction from a campsite sent shockwaves through the country, prompting a massive search operation.
Thankfully, Cleo was found alive, but the incident served as a chilling reminder of the dangers children can face.
These cases, among others, left communities grappling with fear and uncertainty. They sparked nationwide discussions about personal safety, domestic violence prevention, and the need for stronger child protection measures. Beyond the realm of physical violence, Australia also faced a surge in cybercrime in 2021. The digital landscape, while offering convenience and connectivity, also became a breeding ground for sophisticated criminal activities.
One significant trend was the rise of ransomware attacks, targeting businesses, government agencies, and even critical infrastructure. These attacks involved hackers infiltrating computer systems, encrypting sensitive data, and demanding ransoms for its release.
Another growing concern was online fraud, with scammers employing increasingly sophisticated tactics to deceive unsuspecting victims.
Phishing emails, fake websites, and social engineering scams became commonplace, resulting in significant financial losses for individuals and businesses alike.
The rise of cybercrime presented significant challenges for law enforcement agencies. The borderless nature of the internet and the anonymity it provides to perpetrators made it difficult to track down and prosecute these criminals. Drug-related offences continued to plague Australia in 2021, with law enforcement agencies grappling with the complexities of illicit drug markets.
The country witnessed a surge in the trafficking and consumption of various drugs, including methamphetamine, cocaine, and heroin. The rise in drug-related crime had far-reaching consequences, impacting public health, safety, and social cohesion.
Drug addiction fueled a range of criminal activities, including theft, robbery, and violence, as individuals resorted to desperate measures to support their habits.
Moreover, the illicit drug trade often intersected with organized crime, leading to turf wars, violence, and corruption. Law enforcement agencies faced significant challenges in dismantling these sophisticated criminal networks, highlighting the need for greater resources and international cooperation.
Section 5, Statistics, paint a troubling picture. The anecdotal evidence of rising crime rates in Australia in 2021 was corroborated by official statistics.
The Australian Bureau of Statistics reported a concerning increase in various crime categories, painting a troubling picture of the state of law and order in the country. Homicide rates, while relatively low compared to other developed nations, saw an uptick in 2021. The ABS reported an increase in the number of murder victims, particularly in cases involving domestic violence and intimate partner homicides.
Cybercrime statistics were even more alarming, with the Australian Cybersecurity Centre reporting a significant surge in cyber incidents. Ransomware attacks, online fraud and data breaches skyrocketed, costing the Australian economy billions of dollars and eroding public trust in digital systems.
Drug offences also saw an upward trend, with law enforcement agencies reporting increased seizures of illicit drugs, particularly methamphetamine. The ABS reported a rise in drug-related arrests and hospitalizations, highlighting the devastating impact of drug addiction on individuals and communities.
Section 6, Public Outrage and Calls for Justice. The surge in crime rates in 2021 ignited public outrage and calls for swift justice.
Communities across Australia rallied together, demanding that the perpetrators be held accountable for their actions. The high-profile homicide cases, in particular, sparked widespread grief and anger. Vigils were held, petitions were signed, and social media platforms were flooded with messages demanding justice for the victims. The public outcry put immense pressure on law enforcement agencies to conduct thorough investigations and bring the perpetrators to justice. The rise in cybercrime also fueled public anger as individuals and businesses grappled with the financial and emotional fallout of these attacks.
The government faced criticism for not doing enough to combat cyber threats and protect citizens in the digital realm. Section 7, the wheels of justice turn legal proceedings. As public pressure mounted, the wheels of justice began to turn, with law enforcement agencies working tirelessly to investigate the crimes that had shaken Australia.
The judicial system geared up to prosecute those responsible and deliver justice to the victims and their families. In the high-profile homicide cases, suspects were apprehended, charged, and brought before the courts.
The legal proceedings were closely followed by the media and the public, with every twist and turn scrutinized and debated. The courts faced the challenging task of ensuring a fair trial while upholding the principles of justice.
Cybercrime cases, however, proved more complex to prosecute. The anonymity provided by the internet and the often sophisticated nature of these crimes made it difficult to track down and identify the perpetrators. Nevertheless, law enforcement agencies, both domestically and internationally, collaborated to bring cybercriminals to justice.
Section 8, Sentencing and Public Reaction. As guilty verdicts were handed down and sentences were imposed, the public eagerly awaited the outcomes of these high-profile cases. The judicial system faced the delicate balance of delivering punishments that reflected the severity of the crimes while also considering the principles of rehabilitation.
In some cases, the sentences handed down were met with approval, with many feeling that justice had been served. In other instances, however, the sentences sparked controversy, with some arguing that they were too lenient and did not adequately reflect the gravity of the crimes committed.
The public discourse surrounding sentencing highlighted the complexities of the justice system and the varying perspectives on punishment and rehabilitation. It also underscored the need for ongoing dialogue and reform to ensure that the justice system remains fair, effective, and responsive to the evolving needs of society. Section 9, Life After Crime, the Victims' Stories. While the legal system focused on prosecuting the perpetrators, it was crucial to remember the lasting impact of these crimes on the victims and their families. The trauma of experiencing violence, loss, and violation left indelible scars, often requiring years of healing and support.
Victim support organisations played a vital role in providing counselling, advocacy, and practical assistance to those affected by crime. These organisations offered a lifeline to individuals and families struggling to cope with the aftermath of traumatic experiences, helping them navigate the legal system and rebuild their lives.
The stories of victims served as powerful reminders of the human cost of crime. Their resilience, strength, and determination to move forward inspired others and highlighted the importance of providing ongoing support and compassion to those who had suffered unimaginable losses. Section 10, A Safer Tomorrow, Preventive Measures and Reforms. The surge in crime in 2021 prompted a national conversation about crime prevention and comprehensive reforms.
The government, law enforcement, and community organizations developed strategies for a safer society. early intervention programs targeted at-risk youth. These programs addressed factors like poverty, substance abuse, and lack of education, providing support and positive role models aimed to break the cycle of crime. Community policing emphasized strong relationships between law enforcement and communities.
Section 11. Conclusion. A collective responsibility. The year 2021 served as a stark reminder that crime affects us all. While the responsibility for upholding law and order lies primarily with law enforcement agencies and the justice system, creating a safer society requires a collective effort. Individuals, communities, and organizations all have a role to play in preventing crime, supporting victims, and advocating for a more just and equitable society. By working together, we can foster a culture of respect, responsibility, and accountability where everyone feels safe and secure. The fight against crime is ongoing, and there are no easy solutions. However, by learning from the lessons of the past, embracing innovative approaches, and fostering a spirit of collaboration, we can strive towards a future where crime is less prevalent and where justice prevails.